sizzler.
Ahead on KCAL 9 News at 10, a building red tagged when it's moved off its foundation by a mud flow.
Mr. Kelly, you may soon join the ranks of Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein.
And more fallout tonight for singer R. Kelly. And a carjacking suspect leads police on a wild pursuit down rain-slicked roads. But now at 9, think before you swipe. A new warning tonight on the dangers of using your debit card. KCAL 9's Jeff Vaughn joins us now with a look at the 4 places you may not want to use your debit card, right?
Yeah, it's always something to think about, Juan. Now, while fraud is always a possibility, when using your credit or debit card, it's often easier to get fraudulent charges on credit cards reversed. But experts warn you can never be too cautious when using any card.
Be careful where you swipe your debit card. The risk of fraud is everywhere, but experts say certain places are more dangerous than others. Here are 4 risky places to avoid. Number 1, outdoor ATMs. Bankrate says thieves can easily capture your bank card information by running it through a skimming machine installed over the real card reader. Instead, experts recommend using an ATM inside a retail outlet where that's less likely to happen. Number 2, gas stations. Bankrate experts say they're a danger zone because they're less secure and transactions require very little supervision. Cash or credit cards are the best way to pay at the pump. Number 3, online purchases. Well, Bankrate experts say this may be the most dangerous place to make your purchases, saying there's potential for hacking at many points during a transaction. At number 4, bars and restaurants. So just think about it. To give your card to the server, well, the card leaves your hands, and you have no way of knowing whether your card's information was copied while it was gone. Safeguarding your payment information means staying alert at all times.
Well, we are here to help you out tonight. So what do you do if you discover that your debit card has been used for those bogus buys? Here's what the experts say. 1, contact the seller no matter what type of card you used. It's best to resolve those issues directly. Most merchants want to keep their customers happy, of course. 2, be reasonable. Chargebacks are meant for when the merchant is wrong, not cases in which you changed your mind. 3, call or visit your bank in person. You want to be timely with this. And 4, prove your case to the bank. When you submit that dispute, explain why you're right and the merchant is wrong and support your claims with those receipts. Always keep them handy. 5, if you lose, complain. If your bank nixes the complaint, file a complaint then with the Federal Consumer Protection Bureau. That agency will follow up with the bank on your behalf. So that's kind of what you have to do. And you know, a lot of people used it for the holiday season, but I mean, the way it is now, we use credit cards and we use debit cards every day.
Like we hardly use cash these days. Yeah. All right, Jeff, thanks so much. Thanks for those great tips. Now we'll look at Wall Street. The Dow was down 86 points today. The Nasdaq also gave up 65 points, and the S&P 500 lost more than 13 points. Some big problems for PG&E tonight. The company is filing for bankruptcy. PG&E says it's broke after the cost of wildfires left it with potential liabilities of more than $30 billion. The San Francisco-based company says it plans to reorganize under Chapter 11 on or about January 29th. Today's news comes less than 24 hours after the company's CEO resigned. Hundreds of jobs are heading to the chopping block at Hawthorne-based SpaceX. Elon Musk's rocket company says it will be reducing its workforce of more than 6,000 employees by 10%. SpaceX says the cutbacks will allow it to face, quote, difficult challenges ahead. Calorie-counting beer lovers will soon be a bit happier. Next month, Anheuser-Busch plans to roll out new packaging that prominently displays Bud Light's nutrition information. Calories, ingredients, fat, carbs, and protein will appear in large type. Beer makers agreed to voluntarily disclose nutrition info on their products by the year 2020. Next here at 9, taking matters into their own hands, what's being done to clean the pristine parks caught in the crossfire of the longest government shutdown in U.S. history.
Right now, LA County Sheriff's deputies are going door to door here in Malibu, giving residents mandatory evacuation notices ahead of tomorrow's storm. We'll have the latest next at 10.
And day one of the historic LAUSD strike is in the books, and teachers will return to the strike tomorrow. I'm Tom Waite with the latest on negotiations coming up.
Have something